This video is going to show you how to assemble the light box. First thing you want to do is start an assembly drawing. So you go to iPro, New, and we are going to do a standard IAM. Basically what this is, we have all the parts drawn as IPTs. We're going to pull them into an assembly drawing and put them together. So first thing that we need to do is we need to put them in. So if you go to where it says Place from Content Center, you click that drop down arrow and go to Place. You can go into your files and find your drawing. So yours will be in your class folder. I have mine saved in a different spot. So what I would start with is the box end with groove. And when you bring it in, all you have to do is click, move the mouse, and right click, cancel. Now you've brought one in. We only need one with the groove. We're going to then place another one called the end, and I'm going to put it behind it. So I click, move out of the way, and then right click and cancel. And I'm going to hit this home button so it zooms out a little bit. So I'm going to move these around just so I have some space here. And I'm going to kind of get them in the order I want to put them in. Next thing I'm going to place is my sides. And I need two sides. One, two, then right click cancel. And again, I'm going to zoom out and get these separated a little bit. Okay, now in order to put these together, we have to constrain them. So here's the constrain button, and we're always going to do a mate flush flush. Now this is the type, we're on a mate, this is the solution, there's a mate or there's a flush. Mate means you're joining them together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this one click first, the mate button, and I want this side, you see how the red box goes around the edge. I click that and I want to join it to the side of this one. And you're going to hit apply. Now you notice it's not even. That's where the flush comes in place. So you click flush, and I want the top edge of the side one and the top edge of the end with groove to be even. Now they're even, and you apply. Now if you hold the F4 key around, or you can use this view cube and you can rotate, and I can see the sides here, or the end of the side, so I'm going to flush that with this one here and apply. Okay, now we've got those two pieces are joined together. And we're going to do the same thing. We'll go back to mate, mate this to this part, apply. We're going to then flush, top, and apply, and then we're going to rotate to the sides so we can see the ends. You could also hold the F4 key down when you rotate and apply. And then we're going to go back to mate, and I'm going to mate the end of this to the inside of that, apply, then you're going to flush, top, apply, and we're going to rotate around, and we're going to flush the back end. So it's a mate, flush, flush. Okay. Now we have our pieces in here, and then we need to put the top on, so you're going to go back to place, and you'll find top. You only need one, so right click, cancel. Now this one has a fillet on it. The fillet goes up, so when we mate this, we have to mate the bottom of that to the top of this box. So I'm going to go to constrain again, and I'm going to go to mate the bottom of that to the top of the box. Apply. And yours may go on the right direction. If it doesn't really matter, but when you flush it, you have to flush the correct end with the correct end on the top. And you apply that. And some of this you may have to zoom in just because you want to be able to get this little piece right here. The other part is an angle or a curve, so you want to make sure you get the flat part. And we're going to flush that and apply it. And then what you're going to need to do is place your light bulb holder, and that's going to go in the bottom. So I'm going to right click, cancel, and I'm going to rotate to the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I want to be able to see this a little bit, so I'm going to move this over here, and I have to mate this one. So I'm going to mate the bottom edge of this to the bottom in here and apply it, and then you're going to mate the edge with an edge in here and apply it. Now with those two mated, that's all you need to do, and what we'll end up doing here is the light bulb holder goes on the side with the groove. So if I'm just going to take this and I'm going to move it just so it's to the edge of that hole. And you won't actually see this, but that's where the light bulb holder is going to go. And the last thing you need to do, and probably the hardest thing, is to put the plexiglass in. So we need one piece of plexiglass. And to do this, I'm going to move this so it's kind of up. You're going to have to do some moving on this. So I'm going to rotate this around so I can see the bottom of my plexiglass. And what I need to do is I'm going to mate this little section here with the inside of that groove right here. So you have to do some zooming in order to connect those. When I apply that, this will still move, it's just mated to that one point. So what I have to do is move it out of the way, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to mate the top of the box, and I have to get to the bottom of the plexiglass. Right here. Not the very bottom of the little notch, but the side piece. And you apply that. And now the only other thing is that now this is stuck. It just needs to be flushed to the, or mated to that point. So this is a mate. So we're going to mate this surface, and then we're going to rotate around so we can zoom in and see the inside of that notch and apply. And now you have your entire assembly drawing. All these pieces move together, they're all joined together, and you can save that and print that.